Let us discuss the balancing stars question. Kodo is a coder who loves to check if the given input is a valid input or not. So he loves to play with string, it seems. So we are going to take a string input and going to check if the total number of open brackets is equal to total number of closed brackets. Also, we'll print a yes in the output only if there are at least 2 stars present in between the 2 brackets. If there are no stars or if there are stars less than 2, then we'll have to print the output as no. Now, to understand it even more better, let's look at the input and output format. So, we have to check for 2 conditions. First condition is the string is a balance with respect to all the brackets that we have already discussed. And then the second condition, that is between every pair of bracket there should be at least 2 stars present. So, if both the conditions are satisfied, we will be printing yes. If not, we will be printing no. So, input format can contain string of characters from A to Z and numbers as well as the brackets of any type with stars. So, output format should be an yes or no depending upon the condition that is being satisfied. So, let's take a simple test case. For example, let's look at the first test case. Here we have open, close, flap brackets. In between we have stars. So, here if you have at least 2 stars between the open and closing of the brackets, then we print it as yes. And also we will have to check how many balanced pairs of brackets are there. So, here we have one pair of open close bracket which is balanced. So, I am printing 1 over here. Similarly, in this second test case, we have 4 different types of brackets and in between all the brackets we have at least 2 stars. So, we will be printing yes and 4 as the output. Now, let's try to understand the question even more clearly so that we will be framing the logic accordingly. So, here we will be taking the input as a string and we'll have to slice the each and every character present inside the string input and we'll have to check if it's an open bracket or closed bracket, and depending upon it we'll have to push the input inside the stack to check if it's satisfying the balancing condition. And using count, we can count the total number of stars present between each and every push and pop operation. And we'll have to keep a count so that we can keep incrementing the count and finally we can print the same as well. So, let's try to figure out the logic. So, for example, if I have 2 open and closed brackets, I'll tell you how the stack will work. So, a stack is nothing but I'm going to implement stack using array. So, first, let's take the last character present in the string. So, here, this would be my last character, isn't it? So, this would be my last character, means this bracket would be my last character. I'm going to, so first, the string has been taken as input and I have splitted it into individual characters in the character array, and then I'm taking the first character present inside the string and I'm trying to push it inside the stack. Now my top value would be incremented to 0. Again, check the next character present inside the string array. That is again an open bracket, so I am pushing it inside the stack. So for all the open brackets, you will have to push it inside the stack. Push it inside the stack is nothing but the stack value would be incremented, which means the top value would be incremented. Now, top is incremented to 1. So when I encounter a closed bracket, I'll check if the present character inside the stack is an open bracket of a corresponding closed bracket. If yes, then these brackets are balanced and then my top would be decremented. Again, I have an closed bracket, so for that again I am pushing it. So these brackets are balanced. So now I'll be printing valid. So whenever by the end of this push and pop operation, if the top value is equal to -1, we can assure that there are balanced number of brackets. So this we have done only for the circular brackets. We can extend the same logic for all the other types of brackets as well. So before we check for the closed bracket, we'll have to keep the count of stars as well. Now let's try to figure out the pseudocode for the same. So get the input as string, yes, and then for every character in this string, check if the input string is an open bracket. So if it's an open bracket, then we'll push it inside the stack using push operation. And then if the input is a star, we'll keep counting the stars between the input bracket and the output bracket. Now we will have to check if the next input is a closed bracket. So if the current character is a closed bracket, we'll have to pop the open brackets correspondingly and check if the count of the stars is equal to 2 or greater than 2. Now if that is yes, print yes with the total number of stars or total number of pairs of bracket as well. So this is how we'll proceed this question. Hope the logic is clear. Let's try to code for the same. So you can see the question over the left hand side with its input output format, constraints and the sample input output. Let's get started. So I'm going to choose C++. You can choose any of your convenient programming language and you can start coding it. So the pseudocode and the logic of the given program would be the same. So you can choose your convenient programming language. Let's get started. So we know that in this question we are going to make use of the concept of stack. So I'm creating a stack over here. You can implement stack using array, but that would take a lot of time. But we have an inbuilt stack itself, so I'll just include it in C++. So I'm just including it, right? So this is a character stack. I'm going to get the input from the user as string. So I have declared it as string yes, and now I'm taking it from the user. I'm declaring two other integer variables as flag and count. Initially it is declared to 0. So I'm going to check if the present character in the string is equal to one of the opening brackets. So check if the present character s of I is equal to square bracket. So we'll put all the types of brackets available. So if it's a curly bracket or square bracket or circular brackets. So if any one of this condition is satisfied, it will be pushed inside the stack, right? So I'm just opening. Right. So if this condition is satisfied, I'll be pushing the character inside the stack. So a dot push. So stack is a. So a dot push of s of I. So this will be pushed inside the stack. Now flag is set to 1. So until we'll check if A is empty. So if the stack is empty. So if the stack is not empty, then we'll be checking if the stack input is equal to closed bracket. So we'll have to check for the pop conditions. So if it's equal to closed bracket, then you'll have to decrement the top, is it? So also check if a dot top is equal to open bracket. So if that is the case, we can simply pop the element and we can simply continue. Similarly, let's check for the other bracket. So else let's do the same for the rest of the brackets. Here, So this is for open circular bracket. So this, sorry, for curly bracket, this is for square bracket and this is for circular brackets. Here also we'll have to change. Similarly, in the previous case, here also we'll have to change. So done. So for all the three brackets we have handled. Apart from that, we also have to count for the number of stars, right? So if star, so if S of I, so if S of I is equal to star. So if the input character is a star, then you will have to check if two stars are present continuously, right? So I'll again put if S of I plus 1. So next character is also equal to star. So if that is the case, then if A of top equal to open bracket or A of top equal to circular bracket or sorry flower bracket or A of top equal to square bracket. Simply increment the count. This is to check if in between the brackets we have any count or not. We'll check if flag is equal to 1. So if flag is equal to 1, set flag as 0 and break. Finally, we'll check if the stack is empty. If this is returning true and flag is 1, we'll have to print yes, and then with yes we have a space, right? So with yes just print the count and end line. That's it. Similarly, with that a count and end line. That's it. So it's time for us to save and compile. Oh, sorry, you can't save it. This is an online compiler. We'll just try to compile the same. Okay, we've got some errors. In 13th line, we have made some error, it seems. One second. We'll quickly check. Now I have made some changes over here. Initially, what we did is we missed to put an open close bracket at A dot top. So that was also throwing error, and here also we had an error. So I just rectified it. Now let's try to save and compile the same. That's it, guys.
Hey YouTube, how are you doing? Stay tuned to Facebook for more awesome videos. Don't forget to subscribe.